Get ready to the countdown.
All right, guys, what is going on? AV Watchmen, and you guys are tuned in to AV United We Stand. Like always, let's go ahead and check the sound first. And if the sound is coming in clearly, if you guys can, please press 1. There it is. There it is. All right. So let me go ahead and thank each one of you guys for being here. Oni64, thank you. Izzy, Deanna, Sarah, Royal Blue, James. Who else we got? We got D. This is us. Angela, fun loving couple. Katie, I appreciate all you guys for being here. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard by now Darryinn Brown has been charged with capital murder. I was sitting here browsing through the internet and I came across an article that I'm going to share with you guys. Hey, what's going on, Don? Big shout out to Barbara, Don, Lynn, Jessica, Kay. Thank you guys. Tina, Carol. Thank you guys for all being here, Franklin. Let's see here. We got Mama Bear. We have Rhonda. We have, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? I appreciate you guys for all being here. Abigail, Victoria, salute. Let me go ahead and read through some of your comments really quick before we get on with what I'm going to discuss. We have interested in this as well. James Godfrey. AV, why did AB block me? I have no idea. You might want to go ask him. Let's see here. Leandra says, I'm just happy that Dad Trevor Gernon was arrested. Yes, and that's another thing. He was arrested. Seems like he once he broke up with his here, hold on, guys. Let me take this call really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to take that call. Yeah, so Trevor was arrested, it looks like, and the way the story goes is he left the kids there, right? He left the kids with Monica. But here, let's go ahead and just take a look at this real quick. Then we're gonna move on to this article that I found. I'm not sure if you guys knew about this part that we're gonna watch, that we're gonna read over in this article. I'm kind of like, new to this whole case going on. I've been so busy. I've been trying to keep up though, and here and there, read up some stuff. And something I found today, I don't know if other people knew about this, but we'll read it anyway in a few. Just check this out real quick.
Top at 10 o'clock in the murder of a 4-year-old boy.
If you guys can hear the video playing, please press 1 as well. You guys got to hold it down for right now. So when I did an update on my phone, when I did that update, something happened to this application. So some of the mods were removed. It looks like 4 or 5 people got removed. Okay, you guys can hear it? Okay, hold on.
18-year-old arrested in connection to Cash Gernon's death is now being charged with capital murder. Investigators say the boy was taken from his crib last month in a Mountain Creek neighborhood in Dallas. His body was later found in the street a few blocks away from his home. Darryinn Brown was originally charged with burglary and kidnapping, but police say additional lab evidence results have come back and they have now added a capital murder charge. Brown remains in the Dallas County Jail.
All right, so you guys most likely knew that already, that he's been hit with capital murder. Who did that? Leandra, thank you. Steve, please check your messenger. My husband wants to help. You raise the money for the samples. I appreciate that. Thank you. We do. That's something I'll talk about in a little bit, but we do still need help on that. All right, now let me share the screen and we are going to take a look at something else that I found. I don't know, like I said, you guys might have seen this already, heard about it already, but let's take a look at it real quick. The part that got me is more down here. Let's just go up here real quick. The father of a Dallas woman who cared for Cash Gernon and his twin brother says the boy was raped and stabbed by his abductor. Now, I know Darryinn Brown has been charged with what? Burglary. Ontario, stop calling me while I'm live. Why? I really want to know. Why wait until I'm live and start calling my shit? I'm going to block your number. Do it again. But anyway, what I want to know is this part. Has he been charged with the rape? No, that's not AB. That's somebody else calling. AB calls from another number. But has he been charged for rape at all? But anyway, let's go down here. Darryinn Brown, 18, is accused of kidnapping 4-year-old Cash as the boy slept in a toddler's bed with his twin brother Carter on May 15th. Police say Brown broke into the home through an unlocked garage door at 5 a.m. He is seen on surveillance video lingering over the bed for minutes before snatching Cash and running out of the house. So this is all stuff that you guys already know. Let's skip over this real quick and let's go down to right here. Okay, right here. In a Facebook post on May 16th and 17th, Sherrod's father, Kurt Pinkerton, provided disturbing details about Cash's abduction and murder. He said Brown raped and stabbed Cash, and the shocking crime, this part right here, the shocking crime was recorded on a friend's cell phone. Did you guys know about that? About this cell phone and how it was recorded on a cell phone? So if that's the case, right, then how come this friend is not charged as well? How come the friend, it says it right here in black and white. Sherrod's father, Kurt Pinkerton, provided disturbing details about Cash's abduction and murder. He said Brown raped and stabbed Cash, and the shocking crime was recorded on a friend's cell phone. Did you guys know about this friend's cell phone? If that's the case, then could that have been a friend outside the window? That little light that we seen that popped on. Okay, so we have people saying I don't trust Pinkerton. And so that's my question is, if it was recorded, right? And there was a cell phone recording of this happening, he would be charged right away. They wouldn't have to wait for no DNA or none of this other stuff, right? What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is fake news? Let's see who it's coming from. Sandra Rose. Who's Sandra Rose? I don't know. This is something that I found. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm gonna take the time to read through your comments right now. So what do you guys I know there's like, how do you feel now knowing that there was DNA found? They're not saying exactly, you know, what the DNA, where it was at, or they're not saying none of that, but obviously they have something and they charged him now with capital murder. I know before when I talked about this case, it seemed like maybe it was like a 60-40 type thing. Some people were like, no, he did it. And then others were like, no, there's no way he got set up. That's what I want to know as well, Karma. Did the FBI confirm this? I still believe. Here, let me go ahead and post this one up. What she said just right now. I still believe it was DB, but I believe others are involved too, like person who recorded it, right? Like, is there any other websites or any other news articles that show or says pretty much what is being said right here about there being a cell phone? A friend recorded it, according to this article here. That means that friend, if this is true, then that friend should be arrested as well for being a sick bastard standing there recording little Cash Gernon getting raped and murdered. That's for sure. Oh, his dad was driving a stolen vehicle. So you guys, you believe it was a setup, man? I would love to hear why you believe it's a setup. Seriously, like, I really want to know. And the only way to do that is by you calling in. If you want to call in, you don't have to call in, but if you guys want to, I will share the number now. It's 661-299-7521. 661-299-7521. If anybody wants to call in and talk about why you believe it was a setup, now's the time to do so. Or if you believe that it's not a setup and you want to call in, please feel free to do so. Let me see here. Hey, what's going on, Matt? You're back? You back home or what? You're back in Cali? Let's go ahead and take this call from Idaho. I shouldn't have said that out loud, right? Ninja. Oh, old dirty ninja. Press 1 to send a voicemail. What's going on, brother?
Yo, wasn't there a picture of two people in the house, like a white dude and a black dude?
A picture?
Yeah, like a security camera footage or something like that.
I don't know. Let me ask the chat. I mean, what do you guys? Did you guys ever see a picture of a white guy and a black guy? They were both together, or what?
There was two pictures of a black and white photo. Looked like a white guy, and then the other one looked like a black guy. But it looked like it was from the same house, from the same security system.
People are saying no. Maybe it might have been a picture that somebody put together. Just.
Okay, I could have sworn there was a picture from a security camera. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Sorry.
How you been?
I've been all right, man. I've just been watching your videos. I've been digging everything you've been doing, dude. I appreciate everything you've been doing, man.
I appreciate you too, Old Dirty Ninja. If you guys haven't checked out Old Dirty Ninja, you guys check him out. He makes these little skit type videos, and it's really funny. Yeah.
Check out the new cartoon I put you in. You got a Corvette. You're speeding through the desert. It's pretty cool.
Oh, sweet, sweet. All right, I appreciate you,
All
brother.
right.
Thank you for calling in.
Much love.
Yeah, much
Later.
love to you too, man. Bye. A. Miller, thank you for that super sticker. You are super duper duper. Appreciate you. But yeah, you guys, please feel free to call in and go ahead, use the platform. You no longer have to just be a comment. You could call in and be a voice. You have a voice. This is your platform. Talk about it. Let the world know. Matter of fact, talking about let the world know. Let's do a little something, and let's do a roll call. Put down the city or the state that you're in. Let's see who's all watching and from where. Here we have Las Vegas, Nevada.
To Carl. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1.
You're live.
Let me mute you. Hi, AC. How are you, sweetie?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing good. This is Q Carlos, and I had to call in. Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I saw that last night that they charged him, I was almost sick to my stomach. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings. I know this is a controversial topic. And usually I stay away from that kind of stuff, unless I'm provoked. But in this case, it's one of those things where you can't be quiet.
Right.
There's too many holes, period, point blank, to not be digging deeper and looking for more. They're telling us too many, like a variety of things. He's schizophrenic, he's this, he's that. But he's also crazy and coordinated and calculated enough to come into someone's house in the middle of the night, take a kid, transport him, stab him, take his clothes off. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, which one? Is he crazy or is he super fucking smart? I don't get it.
Right.
And then look at the video. To me, once again, clearly those are two different people. I don't know who, how. Now, a couple of times in a couple of shots, I've been like, okay, I see how they can see that. I'll be real honest. How they can see that. But when you watch the whole video for the whole length of time, not in pieces, you can tell the difference in the body, the posture, the mannerisms, all of that. As much as we want somebody behind bars, as much as it might fit the bill, we got to remember the only real proof is a grainy surveillance and the word of mouth of Monica and her child. That is all that this whole case is built on. That's a fact.
What about
footage?
Wasn't there another? Somebody wrote here. TC wrote, "Don't forget, he tried to steal another kid before this."
Right. So good. I'm glad TC brought that up. Don't forget, that's also speculation. We have not even a video of that. We have no proof whatsoever. Let me tell you that story, Steve, because I know that you are busy and you may need to catch up.
Go ahead.
Okay. I actually, if anybody wants to hear it, I actually put a little video together because I found a clipping probably from the same people you're looking at right now. And it was the most information I've gotten. The grandpa said that, well, first let me start with the date. Cash was killed on the 15th. Okay? On the 18th, 3 days later, Dirty Grandpa, that's what I've been calling him, he came up 3 days after Cash was dead and said, oh, yeah, by the way, he tried to assault me and kidnap my granddaughter back in February. This is how this happened. And they charged him with it, period. There's no proof. There was no DNA. There was no surveillance. This is a random person that none of us, not one person in that chat room, can tell you that they have seen or heard from. It is a story like everything else, like the one Cameron gave us when he walked us through, like the story Monica gave. First, she knew this guy.
Right.
I'm sorry. First, she didn't know him. And then she did know him, but she didn't want him around the house. But then Mr. Pinkerton is on Facebook not debating the fact that he actually lived with them for 10 months. So
Crystal,
Monica's still alive.
1 second.
And it's all
Crystal Black, thank you. I appreciate you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So this is all speculations and stuff about the kid down the street, you know, that he tried to take and all the other stuff. Wow.
Yes. I've been through his entire criminal history, all of their backgrounds, all of their criminal backgrounds. There is no record of this until 3 days.
And you know what?
after
That makes sense. Like, why would he wait 3 days to report something like that?
No. He waited 3 months.
3
It
months.
happened in February.
Jeez.
It happened in February, supposedly.
Wow.
But he didn't say anything until 3 days after Cash came up missing and dead. Then he said, well, you know what? He did the same thing to me. I mean, it just sounds like bullshit unless we believe everything we hear, which this guy hasn't been on the news or anything. It's just in these tabloids. But it's also on his police report.
Right.
Okay, they did charge him with this, but there is no proof except word of mouth. How is that okay?
Right.
Not to mention, we're not all crazy. The ones of us that did see that flash of light outside the window, it happened.
I seen it. Right.
It happened multiple times. Not to mention how comfortable that so-called kidnapper was as he stood in that house all damn day, trying to figure out how he was going to touch what I think was a dead body. You're not that comfortable when you're still in anything. You want to hurry the hell up and get in and get out. He was chilling because he knew nobody was coming.
We have
who would do that?
We have somebody named High Priestess. She says that's not true. There was a police report. I guess about
absolutely not
the 3 months or something like that.
Absolutely not. Tell her to email it to you. There is no police report. There is no record except for the Cash police report. It's in there. It shows the incident date of February and the arrest date of May 15th. That is it.
Here we have
I've seen every single one of these charges.
Here we have Rhonda Blackburn. She said he reported it in February, but Monica talked him into not pressing charges.
There is no report, no record. That part is supposedly true. The reason why he didn't report it is because Monica talked him out of it. That part is true. See what's happening is we hear a little piece of something.
So Monica, okay, so make it this straight. The guy, the kid, the 18-year-old that she did not want around her house at all, she went and told him, oh, don't press charges on him.
Correct, AV. And let me say this for, I think, High Priestess. Correct. Let me say this. This is what happened. You're sleeping in your home. You're an elderly man, AV. Here I come. I'm an 18-year-old black dude. I'm going to bust in your house and attempt to assault you. You pull out a knife and you say, get out or I'm going to stab you with my kitchen knife. So I run away. Okay, then this is the story as I just read it out of the article. It's in the video. You can see the article and where I got it and everything. I'll email it to you, though. So the story goes, after he ran away because he was threatened by the old man with the kitchen knife, he ran out, but then he came back. When he came back this time, him and the old man kind of had a few words, and then he got the girl. Some kind of way, he left with the 2-year-old. Then the old man says, it was almost like Trezell. I came in the house, saw them there, went back out, I didn't. The report says the old man said, I got up again, so I don't know if he went back to bed, I don't know. But after his granddaughter is taken out of the house, it says he got up again, he ran out, and he caught them. He took his granddaughter back and he went home. A few days later, he sees Darryinn in Walmart, and Darryinn says, I'm sorry I tried to take your grandchild. That's the story. Now, along in between there, somewhere, Monica stopped him from pressing charges. So let me ask you this. Who the hell would do that? Who the hell would do that? And if he did call the police, why the hell didn't they press charges, y'all? Think about it.
Right.
If he did call it in, no matter what Monica said, it would have been State versus Darryinn Brown. They would have prosecuted him. You busted in someone's house and you left with their granddaughter. It's bullshit, y'all. Please show me a police report. That's all
I mean, that makes sense what you're saying. How can someone go and take a child, right? That's what he did, right? That's He took a little girl, right?
Yeah, he said.
And
The
then
grandpa said he
somebody
left
down the
him and he
street
said,
comes and says, "Hey, don't press charges on him."
don't press charges. Yeah. So even if you called the cops and you changed your mind, you can't do that when you're talking about somebody abducting a child. No, sir.
Yeah, it doesn't work
You
that
can't
way.
just change your mind. He did not contact the authorities. He did it 3 days after Cash was dead. Y'all, we got to read and educate ourselves. We can't believe everything, especially from the media. There is no charge in that man's file, nor is there any charge for rape. I saw you asking that earlier. Rape is not there. But they did stick him with that robbery and home invasion or something, not home invasion. It was habitat intent to commit felony for the old man from February. But that charge did not exist until May 18th, and they just added it to his May 15th call when Monica called with her bullshit. When you read the affidavit, it literally says the affiant, who's the person who's taking the Sergeant Perez or whatever his name, it says that all his proof is based on what Monica said. It's in court terms, but read it for yourself, you guys. It is in the video. If you don't go to my page, go to Crazy Crime Chick. He has the initial incident report. It says the proof is Monica Sherrod. I'm not bullshitting y'all. This case is crazy.
Wow.
I'm not going to argue that he should do it. I don't think it's him, but I know he doesn't have the mental capacity to have thought up and accomplished all of this. He didn't have a car to transport the baby. And I think maybe it was a case where the baby overdosed. I don't know if the baby got hurt. I feel like in the beginning of the video, when the little boy that's up is coming back, he could have got up to say, hey, something's wrong with my brother. We don't know why he's up in the middle of the night. But a few minutes after that, here comes the boogeyman. And one baby is tossing and turning, the other never moves a muscle. I'm just saying it's messy. How the hell is it a slam dunk capital murder when it's so damn messy? We got to at least question this stuff.
Right. Well, I got a bunch of other people calling in. It was lovely talking to you. I appreciate you.
As always. I know I got some people mad at me, but, it is what it is. We all got an opinion, right?
Yeah, everybody has an opinion, and anybody else could call in that has a different opinion. They're more than welcome to call in. All right, I will take the next caller. And I
help us get to the bottom line, which is the justice. That's the point.
Right.
That's the only point.
Right. Well, I appreciate you.
I'm going to email you, though. I got a proposition for you.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Call from Kim. To accept, press 1.
Hey, go ahead. You're live.
Hi.
Hi.
As the mom of a redhead, okay.
Oh, goodness gracious. The mama of a redhead is calling me again.
Yepper. Okay. Let's just...
Come on with it.
Okay. All the videos there, just let's say, because when Monica said it, she said, I don't know what they were doing. So let's just say maybe the boys got into something and got hurt. Because they also stated in that other video, this is where they slept that night. Okay?
Okay.
So it looked like Cash was in that bed, and he wasn't doing well, okay? If you only had to live with a redhead, you don't turn your back on, like I said before. And
yeah, you're the one that
mom,
called in and said something about your son climbed up in a tree. He's a superhero, red hair.
Right.
Yeah,
and like
the red hair fetish. Gotcha.
Because kids who are redhead are targets. You have to understand.
Okay.
Like, these kids are wild. I think the kids got in somehow, possibly, because she said, I don't know what they were doing. That's why I think Monica's in shock. Is she don't know what happened to these two kids,
Mm-hmm.
The kid went to bed, then they go on and they say, they go and they do this because it's a setup for, in some ways, for money. Like, all the, like, everybody's going, like, on Cash Apps, everything,
Mhm.
Like, you got to go back into the Pinkertons. I watched this case earlier today, and this one police officer that does this stuff, he asked about the algorithm on YouTube. He was really good, and he said that the fact was, when you do a case, why was the baby taken from that house? Because they do not want to investigate the house, right?
Who are you talking about?
The baby, like any kind of, that's why they took him away,
Okay.
because they don't want you to go look at the house itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Davis agrees with me, because they could not take him to a hospital. She didn't have his hospital card or anything like that. They could not take that baby to the hospital. I'm sorry if I'm getting emotional, but think about it, people. Why was this set up? The baby got hurt and they turned it into this.
Let me
And
ask you a
that's all
question.
I'm gonna say.
Do you think, serious question, do you think Darryinn did this, or do you think he was set up?
No,
So you
I
don't.
honestly, he was set up because of the fact that they all dressed alike. If you look in that one, there's a picture in the garage where Cameron is standing and there's a guy. Why is that one guy going around at the balloon thing with gloves on? Like, there's all these things. Of course, DD's gonna have in there.
Excuse me,
Everybody's.
Stacy. Thank
He's
you. I
gonna have
appreciate that.
depending on him because he was in that house. So I want to know, like, if he picked him up, he could have his DNA on him because he touched his blanket, like his pants, everything. Like, really think about it, people.
Right.
You have to
Well,
to
I appreciate you calling
blame
in. We have other people
in the
that are
house
trying to
of
get in as
chaos.
well.
Love you guys. Love you.
Love you right back. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Well, we're gonna count the wrinkles. Okay, guys. So the line is free. If anybody wants to call in, please feel free to do so now. Oh man, that is. So we have two people that believe that Darryinn Brown was set up. Mama B, thank you. I appreciate that. So the line is now free if anybody wants to call in. But if people in the chat starts telling me to hit the crow, I'm going to have to hit the crow. Tennessee is calling. Hey, thank you for calling in. You're live.
Hello, AV.
Hey.
This is Cynthia. I'm watching your video, and it's all kind of people talking about he's guilty of capital murder. I'm not saying that DB is not guilty. He didn't have nothing to do with it, but he did not do that capital murder. Somebody else put all that together and set him up. For one, I've watched the video in slow motion, and you can tell somebody's outside their window, and it doesn't have a time stamp on it.
Here, give me one give me 1 second. I'm not trying to cut you off. Moderators, I just posted something on the screen from Fear Zero. Fear Zero, I'm not gonna allow you to post bullshit in this lobby and promote that punk's channel. I want my moderators to delete any messages that come from anybody saying anything about Benny Bitch. So please do not let any of that come on this channel at all. All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'm not trying to say anybody's video.
No, I know.
channel
I'm not.
or
I
their
wasn't talking to
opinion,
you. Go ahead, though. Yeah.
but I forget what the guy's name is, but he showed the video in slow motion on Everyday Shenanigans about 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay.
On the night vision, the day vision, they're similar height, but you can clearly tell that the person in the night vision has on a headband and a hood
Mm-hmm.
to kind of keep the hair from moving. DB has dreads and they stick up. Dreads don't bounce unless they're a long length.
Right. Those ones are
Curls
called
do.
what? Baby dreads, right?
Right.
Okay.
And it's always standing up. If you see him in all the videos and you put a picture of both of them side by side, they do similar, but one is taller than the other. I'm just saying there was more people involved in this than just DB.
Right.
And the grandfather posted like a day after they found that baby that the child had been molested. They didn't state who did it. He just said that the kids were being molested.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she said, it's on his Facebook page.
So, like I asked the other people calling in, do you believe he was set up?
Yes, I do believe he was set up. And they're saying that his DNA was found on the child. Well, for one, he stayed at that house. First they said they didn't know him. Then they said they did know him. Then they said he been at the house. Then he stayed there for 10 months. It's like they said, it's all kind of holes in the story. So who's lying? Who's telling the truth?
Right.
First you didn't know him. And then, oh yeah, he goes to school with my son and him. And then, oh, well, when he came by the house, I was at the store. Well, where was you at when he was staying there for 10 months? Because I'm sure your kids and your father told you that he was staying there.
We have a message
Yes,
from Elisa Lopez. She says that DNA doesn't lie. DNA comes back to him, unfortunately. I think DB
Okay,
did do
and who else?
something. She believes that DB was involved somehow as well. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
know
saying
about
he's
that
not
whole
involved.
look, I don't know about that whole the DNA doesn't lie. Okay, we get that. And that DNA can be planted as well. DNA can't be planted, especially if
Yes, it can.
if he's been there to that house before, because something's not adding up. First, I see these little news clippings saying that she didn't want him around her kids, but then here she is, from what I'm hearing, saying don't press charges on him for taking your daughter or your granddaughter. I don't know.
Right. And with that story, too, it was said that he assaulted the grandfather. So if he then assaulted you and he tried to take the grandbaby, so if the grandfather didn't press charges, where was the parent set of his daughter? Why she didn't, or the father or somebody didn't press charges? Because if there's somebody trying to kidnap and you don't press charges, you don't think they would come back and try to kidnap again? Like, it just
Right.
don't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Well, I appreciate you calling in. So what is that now? That's 3 people. Or is it 4 people that believes that?
I don't know because I can't see the chat now. I had to pause my chat to talk.
We'll just say, 3 people that believes that Darryinn Brown was set up. So, yeah, I appreciate you calling in. I have other people calling right now, a person calling from New York. So, yeah, thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Call from
John Q.
Hey, John Q, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good, man, good. How are you?
Good. I am good.
I am good. I just walked in and I just saw that you had went live, and I said, well, let me jump on here and
Yep.
give you a call, give you a shout out.
So
Hope
what
all is good
do
with
you think about all this?
Oh, the capital murder thing?
So far we have 3 people that believe that he was set up, framed. What do you think about?
Yeah, that may be true
Mhm.
to a degree. To a degree, it may be true. You know, it's still early in the game, and what I think the Dallas police is doing is sort of like showing their hand a little bit, trying to let the public know that now not only are they on this case, but we do have evidence now to prove something regarding Darryinn being connected with cash. So they wanted to let a little bit out yesterday, and I'm sure more will come as the days go by, but they're showing their hand. That's what they're doing. And I'm sure that the defense, his attorney, Mr. Harris, will be able to review the videotape and get any kind of written reports based on that evidence to begin his casework.
Right. Yeah, you did a really good job on that video. I was over there watching it yesterday, and over there on AB's, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you did a good job on that. If you guys don't know John Q, you guys check him out. Check out his channel. And so you do believe that DNA. So I just read an article here. I don't know if you were here for that, but I actually found an article. I was just surfing through the web. Have you heard of a friend, a buddy, somebody that might have been with Darryinn Brown who recorded everything with the cell phone? Or is that just the rumor mill?
Yeah, that I haven't heard anything like that.
Let me show everybody one more time, since a lot of people joined in after. Let me I don't know if you can see it on your screen. I'm sharing the screen now. Okay, so down here towards the bottom it says, in a Facebook post on May the 16th and 17th, Sherrod's father, Kurt Pinkerton, provided disturbing details about Cash's abduction and murder. He said Brown raped and stabbed Cash, and the shocking crime was recorded on a friend's cell phone. The friend also is 18, reportedly turned the cell phone recording over to the police. You haven't heard that yet, huh?
No, this is the first that I've heard of it, and for that piece of information, if it is legitimate evidence that will tie Darryinn to being with Cash at the time of his death and everything else like that, that's also questionable.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it was a cell phone, because if there was a video and a friend was there recording it, he would be arrested as well, right? For being there and being a sick perv, standing there watching Darryinn Brown do something like that, right? And then we wouldn't have to wait for DNA and all the other stuff. They would have it right there on a cell phone. He's raping them and he murdered them.
Yeah, that would be heavy sufficient proof, as long as the evidence is solid and the metadata, which the evidence will be connected to, which would tell the time, the date of the recording. If it was altered in any way, shape, or form, forensics will find that out. If it is as solid as the metadata can prove it to be, then yeah, that right there would be a smoking gun to the case in relation to prosecuting Darryinn.
Right. All right, brother. I got some other people trying to call in. Did you want to say anything else?
Yeah. Love your lives. Love the work you do, Steve.
I appreciate
You're a strong man, and well, I'm just glad to know that we're part of an elite team. We work intelligently by ourselves, but collectively, we get the message out there like we're doing right now, especially for the boys, Orrin and Orson, Plastic and Sincere. I give you much props for all of the work that you've done from day one. Yeah, but I'll let you get on to your calls. I just wanted to be sure I connected with you. Thanks again for the compliment.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you, John Q. I appreciate you, man. You guys make sure to check out John Q here on YouTube. All right, man. I'll see you later.
Okay.
All right.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Yep. All right, guys. So the line is free. Please make sure that if somebody else is on the phone talking, just wait until it frees up before you call in. I don't think I have all that, fancy call waiting type stuff. All right, let's see here. Hey, Jennifer Anderson, see you later.
Accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hey, go ahead. You're live.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on?
Pretty good, brother. So be brief. Listen, that Kurt Pinkerton man saying all that stuff about the boys getting, sexually, the stories from Monica, from him, especially for Monica, man, they've been all lies.
Right, right.
So
give me one quick second.
Saying,
one quick second, brother.
I'm
Hey,
not saying the meth head.
Give me one quick second. Just give me one second. Hey guys, so because we're on StreamYard, I can't make no one a moderator while on StreamYard, and I cannot unblock anyone while on StreamYard. If we were on YouTube, then I could do it there, but we're on StreamYard. StreamYard is going to the YouTube platform. But once we get off of here, I will be making you a moderator. Faith, I appreciate you. All right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good, man. But listen, man, I'm not saying that people that are drugged out and constantly chasing or having a bunch and up for days that they wouldn't do that. But there's no proof. It's like that whole house says one thing and then does another. You know, that's why myself, I do believe that Darryinn Brown was there. I believe he picked the kid up, but I also believe he passed it to somebody. To a car that was in the little alleyway there. And I believe that. And he lived there for 9 months. He lived there 9 months, Steve.
He lived
His
at
DNA is going to be everywhere.
Yeah, he lived. That's what I thought. He lived at Monica's house, right?
Yeah. I mean, I asked this with John Q yesterday and Molly Go White. But I asked John Q, and he could have picked up that baby a 1,000 times. He's in the bathroom, right?
Right.
When you have a bunch of people, there's 9 people, like John Q said there was. There's going to be 9 different DNAs all over. That kid, that house, it don't matter. You're sitting in a chair, you're touching your computer, your laptop, your TV remote. I don't care what it is. Your game controller, your air conditioner, going to have that. So I still just wait. I'm not saying Brown's an innocent guy, and I'm not sticking up for the guy. He was a menace. But I also want to say shame on the police for not doing anything about it.
Right.
Anyways, that's my thoughts. We'll see what comes out, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. Have a good day, brother.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to share the link to the StreamYard. Matt, if you want to join the link, join the stream, there is the StreamYard link. Let me take this. Hey, what's going on, caller? You might want to turn down your phone because we're going to get a lot of feedback as long as you have it on.
Yes, I cannot believe I got through. This is Miss B and Make This Go Viral TV.
Hey,
How
what's
are
going
you?
on, Miss C? What's going down?
Hey, what's up?
What's
So
up?
I just wanted to say that a lot of stuff don't make sense. And I still can't wrap my mind around why was it like 9 to 15 people in the house and nobody heard anything. 4 dogs in the house that didn't bark. And he did live at that house for 9 months, allegedly. And his DNA could have been in the house. His DNA could have been planted if they was planning to frame him. And the footage could have been from separate days. And they didn't specify what type of DNA, you know? So
Right.
it's a lot of stuff that don't make sense in this case. And I follow cases that they lied about DNA and autopsies. Kendrick Johnson, for one. How many times did his parents exhume his body and did autopsies and it was different? George Floyd's autopsy was different. You know, I'm sorry, I don't believe everything I hear. And they could just be going with the narrative that's out there. And
Right.
and yeah, the neighbor not pressing charges don't make sense. And everybody in the house allegedly is on drugs, you know, including the father. According to Monica's baby daddy, he was a crackhead, and that's how he lost everything. You know, so it's they need to do a little bit more. But I mean, I would assume that they have other footage that supports what they're saying. I mean, they don't tell us everything, but just because his DNA was somewhere on that child, I
Right.
mean, that's not a thing.
Right.
Because they didn't seem to be clean. He could have had on clothes from when Darryinn was around him. You know what I mean? He
Mhm.
had on shorts, not pajamas.
Mhm.
So I don't know, Steve.
Yeah, no, I
That's
appreciate
my
your
2
work.
cents.
I don't know if you've seen my comment. I wrote a comment on your last video you just uploaded.
Yeah,
But
I responded to you.
yeah, that's what's up. So that's now 6 people. I'm pretty sure if I'm keeping count right, that believes that. So you believe that he might have been set up, or do you
I mean,
believe
I
that,
believe it's a possibility.
or he could have been actually involved and somebody else could have been involved?
I
As in,
mean,
like, maybe he could
with
have
his
been the
track
one,
record, he could have been involved, but
like maybe he could have been the
I
one
don't know
to
if he
take
did the
him,
murder.
since he lived there for 9 months. This is a scenario. He could be the one to get in there, go in there, take him out, bring him outside to somebody else who's waiting, because that's what I'm hearing from other people, that there could be another vehicle that might have been involved, something that was outside waiting, somebody else. So I don't know.
Yeah,
You know, that's
that's
a
what I'm
trip.
saying. It's just too much out there to just believe that, because you know they went by the narrative, and then they even went and talked to the neighbor who, like you said, didn't press charges before. I don't remember if a police report was made or not, but what she said makes sense. They would have picked that up. So he goes in there and just grab up a little girl that he snatched her out of his hand before he even left the house. But he kept saying, "I'm looking for my girlfriend." And
Right.
then Monica goes down there and tell him, "Don't press charges till he's having a mental breakdown."
Right.
And I mean, what was the payoff? The only thing I could think of that a grandfather wouldn't press charges after something like that is if he's also on meth and they paid him off with some drugs or something. You know what I mean? Who does that? Or if he was running from the law and just, I don't know. It just don't make sense. I would have man, there's no way I wouldn't have pressed charges.
Right. Especially somebody taking one of your kids, your granddaughter. I don't care what anybody's
Jesus
telling me.
himself could have came down and said, "Don't press
Yeah,
charges."
don't
I'm
press
sorry,
charges.
Jesus, I gotta
What the
do
hell you mean don't press charges? You know, no, it
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
work
so
that way. But yeah, I appreciate you and thank you for the work that you do as well, and for
thank you.
being right here on YouTube and calling in and everything else. I appreciate you.
Yes, I finally got in. I think this is my second time calling in now. So
All right.
yeah, thank you for getting my call.
Yep, I
And
got you.
thank you to everybody in the chat that's saying hi to me and that helped me get up here because I didn't know the number and they helped me. So thanks, guys.
Go ahead and
All right, Steve.
shout your channel out. That way everybody knows where to find you.
Okay, my channel is Make This Go Viral TV. It's MTGV TV. I can't drop the link, but if somebody could go to my channel that is a mod and drop my link, I would appreciate it.
Or you
Thank
could
you.
just do a comment real quick, and then I'll go ahead and post your comment. That way people know where to find you at.
Okay. It's,
Okay.
it's my name in the chat.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
the same as my...
All
okay.
right. Okay, have a good one. Okay, bye. All right, guys. So we have Matt with AV News Crew. He has joined the panel. You guys make sure to show Matt and Apple a whole lot of love. His father just, went home recently. So Matt is here with us. Matt, what's going on, brother? Hey, what's up? It looks like we're going to be on a lag. We have a lag going on, people. Here, hold on, guys. I have an idea. Give me 1 second.
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's up? You guys back or what?
Hey, well, first thing this morning when I woke up, first thing I saw an interesting article. I'm going to have to find it again. But it was an article talking about Monica and how she was helped covering up for Darryinn.
Wow, really?
Yes. And it's probably, well, I'm in the mountains right now, but here you go, Steve.
Okay, got you. So it was
we
an
did that.
article. You seen an article that says that she was covering up for Darryinn?
Yes. And not only did it say that, but he's retained an attorney. Oh, what?
Darryinn Brown has an attorney.
Yes, he has an attorney, and they're going with schizophrenia for a mental defense.
So, do you know of this DNA they're talking about? Have you heard anything about that?
Oh, we're echoing bad. We're lagging.
Say it again. Hey, I see a two very long, extremely long hairs on the side of your ear.
Holy moly, what's going on here, man? Hey. And holy moly, this thing is lagging like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Are you in the mountains right now?
Yes. Look.
I'll call you later.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, what do you think, Matt or Apple, if you guys have been following along with this tragic story that happened with Cash Gernon, what do you think? Do you think Darryinn was framed, set up? Do you think he did it alone, or do
No,
you
I
think
don't.
there was
I don't
somebody
think
with
so.
him?
Oh, wow. Hey, I'm gonna sign out, Steve. It's echoing so bad.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be here if you want to call in instead.
You have send me the call-in number.
Just call me on my regular number, bro.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. So we had a little lag there, and that's what happens when I try to join other people's live streams as well. One night I actually got cussed out over that lag, and people thought I was being funny and doing it on purpose when I wasn't. But yeah, guys. So the phone lines are cleared up. You guys make sure to check out MTGV TV. check out her work that she has going on over there. And the phone lines are open. If anybody wants to call in now, this is the platform to do so. You can call in at area code 661-299-7521. 661-299-7521. We're just going to be on here for, I don't know, a little bit longer. Then I got to get off. I have to finish up these videos and get them out there. I'm going to go ahead and read through some of your comments right now. So if anybody, let's see here, we have Mercy. Something isn't right with that grandfather's story at all. Either Monica and the grandfather have something going. Why would he listen to her? That is a very good question. I mean, I don't think I would let anyone tell me not to do something, especially something like that. I mean, if he went and, I mean, they painted this guy out already to be a super horrible person. Like, there's videos. I guess I don't know. I looked at this one video. I don't know if it was him or not, breaking into a car or something like that, then beating the hell out of the camera, beating the camera off of wherever it was connected to. Did you guys see that one or no? I'm gonna go ahead and read through your. Okay, so Gail Thornberry said, yes, there's pictures of him. Kirkland Lake.
Barbara Kelly.
Hey, go ahead. You are live.
Hi, it's Barbara Kelly from Canada.
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks. The photo you had up of the guy in the black and white, you notice the headband. Go back to the video when he's being interviewed.
Where he's being interviewed?
Mark. Yeah. The same mark on his head as that band.
Which one? Wait, which interview are you talking about?
The first one. With Daly, I believe it was. Standing in the doorway or off to the side, and he's talking about baby, and if you look at his head, he's got the same band mark.
Oh, really?
His head.
Really?
Yeah. I thought, oh my God. That puts him there.
So, what do you think? Like I've been asking everybody else, what do you think? Did he do it? Was he with someone else? You don't believe he did it at all?
I don't believe he did it. They called at 3 in the morning. Then they called in.
AB,
3.
Give me 1 second. AB, there's the link. Join it with the link. I just shared it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And they made a phone call to the police, but never talked to them. They hung up at the same time, 6:53. So they were probably trying to get him to the house. That's what I think. And he and Darryinn sat down on the side of that crib.
Mm-hmm.
Now that blanket was wet, so DNA again could have been put on his clothes. Yeah, it's a setup. They've been lying to their teeth. And the other thing is, how does Kurt know the day after he posts up there that the baby was beaten, the baby was molested,
Mm-hmm.
the baby was stabbed? Okay, how did he know? The autopsy wasn't done yet.
Right. Yeah, I kind of wondered like where that
Oh.
came from too. The whole rape thing. I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would he say that?
I believe
You know
they're
that
all high, and I believe they were up all night.
Right.
And was Trevor there? Trevor could have possibly been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
Now Monica tried to gaslight a boyfriend in a car, and when he was in the hospital, she would unplug his phone. She wouldn't let him talk to anybody. That's how possessed she is. The second guy, she tried to stab in the kitchen. She tried to stab him in the kitchen, and he twisted her arm around, and she ended up getting cut. That's why her hand is discolored.
Wow.
So if she's gonna try and kill boyfriends, she's after revenge because she didn't get a check from Trevor, and I'm sure that's why she's done this. She's a hateful, possessive person. She would stalk her boyfriend, harass them. She even showed up at the guy she gaslight at the sister's home and wanted to know where he was. She would just show up, no phone call, nothing.
Who are you talking about?
So,
Monica?
you know what? I think we need to look at everybody in this. But you know what the police said? We got our guy. We don't want to hear it.
Right.
Like, what kind of police department is that?
Right.
Then I guess you'd have to phone the FBI.
Yeah, well, nowadays people don't trust not even the FBI.
Oh, I know. That's a sad thing. Like, they're supposed to protect people, not
Well, they've done it to themselves. They've done it to themselves, you know, so I believe that there's some that are out there that actually are there for the right reasons, but then there's a lot of them that just don't give a damn. So
they're there for a paycheck.
A paycheck, and that's what it's turned into. That's all it is. But yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. I have somebody else calling in from Kentucky right now.
No problem. Was I talking to you?
Yep. Nice talking to you.
For me?
Okay, have a good day.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Call from.
Hey, give me 1 second. Hey guys, so AB is here on the live panel as well. AB has been covering this story since it's happened. He has a lot of fantastic footage on his channel. Go ahead, caller. You're on live.
Hi, Steve. This is Sherry from Louisville, Kentucky. I have been following you for a long time, and I also have been watching this case. And I do believe that he done it.
Okay.
Monica's mom lived in that house that Monica's living in now while she was in jail or rehab, and she let that what's his name, Darryinn, live there, and his brother lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when Monica got out, because that house is in her mom's name, I guess they're renting it or something. But when Monica got out, she, you know, had her kids there and stuff, and he was there with her son. Her son lied and said that he only knew him from school, but in fact, he's known him all this time. And he has mental issues, schizophrenic, and all this and that. I mean, if you watch the videos, he's been in people's backyards, and then the deal with him grabbing that older gentleman's granddaughter and try to take off with her. I mean, that is all that, in my personal opinion, he did it. And I don't think anyone helped him.
Okay.
I mean, there's no proof that anyone has helped him. I just think that it's just a shame, because I think maybe they left the doors unlocked,
they wanted this to happen, Monica and them. It's just, it's heartbreaking.
So you do believe that Monica and her son might have knew about this was going to happen, or could have maybe told Darryinn Brown to do this, or that's
I believe so. And he was coming back after Carter when he came back the second time.
Mhm.
Now, why would you leave your garage door open? And why would you have babies on one side of the house in a makeshift patio room and everyone else on the other side? And then they had the dogs there. Now, you know, pit bulls, if they don't know you, they're going to, you know, raise all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
So apparently these dogs knew him from when he lived there, you know, with Monica's mom and dad. So those dogs never made a sound from what I'm gathering on all the reports that I've really been watching every bit of this. And those dogs would have been tearing that place up. But they had them in the back room. And it's awful funny that nobody heard anything.
Yeah, no one.
Yeah.
And then the oldest son says that you seen the door, right? The one that from the garage?
Yes.
He said it was kicked in. Who sleeps through that?
Right. I mean, you know, if you kick in a door, somebody's going to hear it.
Hell yeah, you're gonna hear that.
Not kicked in. Yeah. I believe it was unlocked. And how do you open up a garage door without somebody hearing it?
Right. I guess
because that's where he came in through.
supposedly the garage door was broke and they had a chain around it to, you know, keep it locked.
Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. And then if you look in the baby's room, you know, they had tank cans in there.
Mhm.
They had the crib underneath of an air conditioner. Now, if somebody's going to break in a house, you know, when somebody's gone, they're going to push that air condition in. That air condition could have fell on those babies.
Right.
You know, I can't believe that somebody didn't call Child Protective Services on that place because it's filthy. And I mean, paint cans in a child's room. And you look at one of the videos, and the curtains are up.
Mhm.
You look at another video, the curtains are hanging down. You know, it's just, I think he's going to get what he gets. You know, I just don't understand how these people are saying that he was set up and he says his family has had problems with him and his brother.
That's
why
the
they
thing.
came and lived.
So I just asked the question, do you think that Monica and them had something to do with it? And you said, yeah. So I mean, that would be part of being set up.
Yes. I mean, yeah, set up by them, but I don't think they were set up by, you know, someone down the street or anything like that. You know, I don't think anybody else was involved down the street. I think he did this all by himself when he took that baby out. But I think they left the doors unlocked. You know, I think, and that's why they had them babies on that side of the house. You know, I don't see how someone could leave 4-year-olds totally on the other end of the house in a makeshift patio room. Because that's what that is. That's what that used to be, is a patio. And I mean, there's a door in there that goes to the outside, but it's you can't. It's not working because the police tried to get out that door and they couldn't get out it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a sad situation. And then I seen today where the little boy's dad got arrested, you know, because he's been on the run for multiple warrants and stuff that he's had. That's why he left the children with Monica in the first place. And but they finally caught him today in a stolen vehicle. and got him on the charges in Harris County, Texas, which is Houston.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, on all the things.
Okay.
But I just want to tell you, thank you so much for everything you do. I watch every one of your videos. I love you. That
Appreciate that.
you're working so hard, and I mean, go out and feed the hungry, and I mean, I think the world of you, because I think we need more people like you.
I appreciate
spreading
that.
the word, and all the haters, Cindy Keys, and all them other people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give them a thought of the day, because all they're doing is sitting in their house. They're not out helping people, feeding the hungry, and look, you go out in the desert,
Right.
and I mean, that poor girl that lives in that trailer out there. I mean, I feel sorry for her. I'd be scared to death to live out there. Well,
Yeah, I have to go back out there. As a matter of fact, probably tomorrow on the way to Bakersfield, I got to stop by and take her some more food and some more clothes. So yeah,
I mean, how does
I appreciate you calling
I see
in.
all that dust and stuff,
Huh?
and it's like, how's people? I see all that dust and all that sand or whatever it is, and I'm like, how's people breathe all that all the time out there?
Mhm.
Because here in Kentucky, we have nothing but trees.
Right.
So,
Right.
but anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I want to put my 2 cents in, and I really appreciate what you do.
Okay, I appreciate you too. God bless,
Okay,
and take
love
care of
you.
yourself. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's hold up with the calls right now. AB.
I'm here.
Okay, guys. So you guys know AB. The floor is yours. He has something that he wanted to show you guys. So
So
go
as
ahead,
you
brother.
guys know, Dougie Hutton just released No Thanks Investigates released a statement from Monica Sherrod a few moments ago, and we'd like to address that here, that we have everybody that's interested in the Cash Gernon case. Of course, I listened to it a couple times, and it's going to make you feel some sort of way.
I know you don't want me to go live. It's just been really hard with all this.
But here it is.
Here. One second. So,
okay.
Guys, I guess he got a recording, right? So I'm going to go ahead and allow him to be here on the channel with this recording, and push all my differences to the side right now, because it's involving a little kid. So go ahead, AB.
Yeah, I know it's kind of an awkward situation to put you in, but in this scenario, because of the viewers and listeners, we should play this, because, of course, Monica is talking to, frankly, all of the naysayers. And in my opinion, here's another little attention ploy. See how it's working? This is what's going to happen from her end. These little comments. Well, it's attention whore. Let's just get to the point. But this is from, assuming from Benny Keys to Doug Hutton via email. So go ahead and press play, Steve.
Where is it at?
It's backstage.
Backstage.
Yeah, you just had it
in the private chat.
Yes,
that was actually here. Doug has it. I'm gonna put Doug back in here. He's the one that has it, because I don't see the link. Whatever you sent me, I don't see it.
No, see my screen. Share my screen backstage in the StreamYard. Just share my screen and I'll play it. It's Doug's video. You'll see Doug No Thanks video on the screen.
Okay, so I'm removing you from the screen right now, or
just add. I'm sharing my screen. Just add that third window.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Stuff that's going on.
So I'll play that.
All right, guys. So you guys listen good, because I thought it was actually Doug. Here, hold on, AB.
No, go on. Yeah, go on.
I thought it was Doug trying to join the stream, and I was actually going to allow him to do it. So
no, that was my screen,
because it's involving something important. Go ahead.
But it's his content, so yeah, there's a bit of confusion. That's funny, but nonetheless, Doug's turning cheek if you haven't noticed already. But this came via him, so we better give him respect. he's wanting for that. So this is the complete thing is Monica in response to the DNA, as if it's exonerated her from any wrongdoing in this. And that's, you'll pick up on that in the audience. Now, here we go.
I know you don't want me to go live. It's just been really hard with all this stuff that's going on. Thank you, everybody that supported Cash and Carter, and my son and myself. I haven't been down to the site except one time. Right when it happened, I guess everybody knows the DNA came back, and of course it was all Darryinn. So all the haters that hated on my son, you guys are fucking horrible people. To all the ones that supported him, thank you so much. My son is one of the strongest boys I know. To have to put up with this crap. Sorry I look so... First time out of the house since Darryinn took Cash from me and all these hateful things people say, so I'm going down to the park now, so thank you everybody, and please keep your prayers with me.
Keep your prayers with Monica, she says.
Hey, do everybody one more favor, AB. Can you play that again? One more time?
Sure.
One more time, guys.
Notice how she sounds like, is that how damaged she is from the drugs? That she permanently sounds like that now? Everybody that's had been affected by drugs, other by another person in their life, giving them a late night phone call in the middle of the night, asking for help, it sounds just like that. Now, here we go.
One more time. All right, guys, here we go one more time.
You don't want me to go live. It's just been really hard with all this stuff that's going on. Thank you, everybody that supported Cash and Carter, and my son and myself. I haven't been down to the site except one time. Right when it happened, I guess everybody knows the DNA came back, and of course it was all Darryinn. So all the haters that hated on my son, you guys are fucking horrible people. To all the ones that supported him, thank you so much. My son is one of the strongest boys I know. To have to put up with this crap. Sorry I look so... First time out of the house since Darryinn took Cash from me and all these hateful things people say, so I'm going down to the park now, so thank you everybody, and please keep your prayers with me.
So as we're speaking, everybody, right now, as we're speaking, I'm looking on my mobile device. If you go back and check Doug's video, he has already been struck by, this video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Benjamin Lindsay. So we'll have to edit that little bit out. But everybody, you can get your screen grab and have your little copies for yourself. But that's the magic of having a live stream. Anything can happen on a live stream.
See, that's the thing, man. With stuff like that, why even try to run around and strike people's channel for?
Yeah. Do you see the intention now, everybody at home? See, it was important that we caught that. And I took a snapshot but if you go there on your YouTube browser, look in your notifications, and if you're subscribed to No Thanks Investigates, you'll see it's down right away.
Yep. That's crazy.
That's the type of games that Benjamin Lindsay is here on YouTube trying to play.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy, guys. Hey, but did you guys hear that? You guys were able to hear that clearly, right?
Yes.
You could always rewind it and look at it again and check it out. That's insane. But you heard the live panel, right? AB, all so far like 6 people called in.
Yes.
They all feel like he was set up and framed.
They're all stunned. People are getting over it because they can't believe, in light of everything, even professionals out there, like that are in, they are bringing up conflicts within the evidence that's been and how it's been released. They're pointing things out. You can't just dismiss it. But of course, is what we're experiencing, is it just a sense of the police in Dallas want to get their man? Of course, there's DNA all over the place. Darrynn's likely in there all the time having orgies with his friends. Who knows? Like, this guy sounds like a sexual deviant. He's going to have and he's lived there. So, I mean, it's probably not going to be too hard to put all the blame on him. It's not fair to say at this point that, yes, there is a conspiracy against this one person. It's all them. That's probably not fair. The one caller I heard tonight really stood out to me, and she made the most logical claim yet. Is they were all doing what meth heads do, is getting high all night. In the morning, when they're in the middle of the heat of passion in their highs with each other, they want to take it to the next level. Well, when they're getting up to get ready to go because the sun comes up or whatever, go on about their business, that's when this probably happened.
Right. And
it was all out of their control, because then they really had something to cover up. They were all in there in like this drunken orgy, this meth-induced drunken orgy, like what goes on there every other day in the other house. That's why they kept them away from the other members of the house, because they didn't want to disrupt their normal routine. So they said, well, if they're going to stay here, stay out in the makeshift room, and that's it. So somebody probably dipped in there from inside the ongoings, and that's what we're witnessing and experiencing there. And, from there, the police have to take down the lies no matter what. They have to figure out what's going on. And you can lie in real time. They have a reason to lie. That's what drug addicts do anyway. So it's not too out there to imagine that this is the case here as well. And that's probably a realistic way to look at it. So kudos to that caller. I think that's a very logical, at this point, a very logical theory.
So you obviously, are you feeling a little bit different from what you were saying before about Monica and them, or?
No, I don't feel. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel different at this point. I'm coming to terms with the fact that I have to deal with. Listen, I spoke myself in this situation with this because I felt a certain way based on the evidence that was provided, and each one of my concerns is still there. Now that there's a bit more clarification, it's a bit shocking. Not shocking. It's just now that we can take a little bit more away from this huge onion that's grown here. It's right. We can take away some of the misinformation, the speculation that we were maybe falling under. There's still people accountable that are not coming forward.
Right. Hey, we have.
Police?
Let me just take this one caller, guys. RC, go ahead. You're live, bro.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. I just want to pretty much call in because I see that a lot of you, the people online, they're giving the thanking Doug and this and that. I just want to remind the people that, I know people change, people, get better, but I just want to remind them, just not even that long ago, how bad he was badmouthing you and a couple other people that didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? It's good for people to, check and double check before they start believing things, you know what I'm saying, or believing people change so quickly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Though,
no, I know what you mean, bro. I mean, the people that he badmouthed and everybody else badmouthed, they're not going through the shit that I'm going through. I still got to go to court. I got issues going on with my kid's mom now. I can't even see my boys because of them fuckers. And the only reason why I allowed that to play on here, nobody go subscribe to that fucker. Seriously. The only reason why I allowed that to play is because it's involving that little boy Cash. Other than that, I got nothing for that guy, him, or that fucking fool Benny at all. I can't even see my boys no more because of their fucking bitchness. And I never get upset like that, bro. But you know what? My boys are my heart, man. They're my life. And now I can't even see them because of their stingy, selfish, greedy, foul, disrespectful pieces of shit people that they really are. It freaking pisses me off, bro. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
It made my blood go boil because I'm a single dad, you know what I'm saying? And man, let me tell you, all the shit. I mean, one thing is to make shows about rumors about other things, but when it comes to actual, when it comes to doing all this shit surrounding the murders and disappearance of these children, I mean, that's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
kind of fucked up. But bro, God bless you, bro.
God bless,
and
bro.
keep it up, homie.
All right, brother. Later.
All right, homie.
All right, guys. So I apologize for that little outburst, but you know what? My boys mean the world to me, and I can't even see them no more. So it took me a lot to let that air on here with that fucker's picture. Trust and believe that. But because it's for Cash Gernon, we allowed that. Go ahead, AB.
No, I fully understand that too, and I mean it's difficult to let down an audience when there's something pertinent like information to what exactly you're talking about. So the reason that I brought it up here is that it was going to get a reaction, and of course it's important that the listeners at home hear Monica's reaction to the DNA in real time, before she sells that part of it to the Daily Mail.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, if you guys are just tuning in, if you didn't hear that audio that AB just played, that's crazy, man. Wow.
So what are you going to take some more calls? They're
No,
really making a good point.
Yeah, that's probably going to be it. I mean, if you guys should all know who AB is, right? If you guys don't, you guys please check out his channel. He does a lot of live feeds over there as well. Almost like what do you do? 2 or 3 a day or 2 a day?
We try to do it all. We're trying to find our way, but we're releasing updates and crime news.
Right.
Kind of all. We all seem to be covering the same cases, so we kind of all feed off one another's content in some small aspect, because it helps spread the awareness to these situations with missing children, especially, and it's all tying back now. Here comes Orrin and Orson again. There should be some developments coming up in that. Some announcements, I would hope.
Yeah, very soon, man. Very soon. We're still that's the thing. I'm about to end out the show, guys. But so what we need, guys, we had a handful of people that has helped already. We need more help. We need a little bit more help, guys. That way we could get these soil samples in and get these results back in from the lab. And then from the lab, we're going to send it to Dr. Vaz. I'll talk to the Bio family tomorrow when I'm in Bakersfield for the birthday party. I'll talk to them and see what we're going to do about getting some type of DNA. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys for all being here. And yeah, I thank all you guys, man. Usually I don't get off my game like that, AB. You know what I'm saying? When something's involving my children, bro. Like
yeah, it gets you off. It's okay.
You know how that is.
I understand the circumstance. I'm sorry. It's a bit triggering, especially when you have to, deal with it in real time.
Right. But yeah, what do you guys think? If you want, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Tomorrow we'll go live again on the drive up to Bakersfield. We got 6 people that believe that DB was framed. We have one that says that she doesn't believe he was framed, but she does believe that Monica and her son was involved some type of way, which is still basically being framed, unless they're just all involved. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. If you haven't done so, check out AB. Anything else you want to say, bro?
That's good. We can end it here, man. Thank you for watching and letting me up here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, brother. Thank you for coming on, sharing that as well.
Yeah, and if we have to edit out later on, if Benny wants to make an issue out of it, well,
nah, fair use.
Fair use.
Fair use. All right, brother.
All right. See you later, man.
Later, brother. Later. All right, guys. So that's going to be it with this live stream. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say at times, guys, especially when it comes down to my kids. Most people that they verbally attacked and trashed here on YouTube, they're not going through what I'm going through. They're not having to go to court. They're still able to see their children and everything else. What those guys did to me is freaking pathetic. Fucking chumps. And that's just the way I'm going to always feel about it. AV Watchmen. I'm signing out.